In part one, we got Gemma 4 installed and running on your computer using Ollama. And while the Ollama app works great for basic chat, there's so much more you can do with this model once you give it a better interface. Today, I'm going to show you how to set up open-webui. It's a free open source tool that turns your Gemma 4 into a full ChatGPT-like experience right on your machine. We're talking document uploads, knowledge bases, image analysis, custom AI assistants, and more. Everything still runs locally. It's still free, still completely private. If you haven't seen part one, I'll leave a link down below in the description and up here in the card. And you'll want to have Ollama and Gemma 4 installed before we get started here. Hi, I'm Jamie and welcome to Teachers Tech. So what exactly is open-webui? It's a free open source web interface that sits on top of Ollama and gives you a much more powerful way to interact with your local AI models. Think of it like this. Ollama is the engine and open-webui is the dashboard. The Ollama app gives you basic chat, image uploads, and web search, which is great for getting started. But open-webui takes it further. It lets you upload documents like PDFs and spreadsheets and ask questions about them. You can build knowledge bases, permanent collections of files so that your AI can reference across any conversation. You can create custom AI personas with safe system prompts, and it gives you a full conversation history with search, so you never lose a chat. The best part is that everything still runs locally. open-webui is just the front end. Your data stays on your machine, your models stay on your machine, nothing is sent to the cloud. Let me show you how to set this up. It's easier than you might think. To install open-webui, we're going to use something called Docker. If you've never heard of Docker, don't worry. You don't need to understand how it works. You just need to install one app and paste one command. That's it. I'll put the link to this down below in the description, but once you're here, you can see you can just go download, pick what operating system you're on, and then just go through the normal install. On Windows, Docker Desktop uses something called WSL2 in the background. If it asks you to enable WSL2 during installation, just follow the prompts and let it do its thing. You may need to restart your computer after that step. On Mac, you just install and run it, no extra steps. Once Docker Desktop is installed and running, you should see the icon down below in the taskbar or menu bar. I want to point out that it will prompt you to sign in, but you can skip it. By default, members can use Docker Desktop without signing in. Go ahead and open up Terminal. So on Windows, this is going to be the command prompt or PowerShell, or on Mac, this is Terminal. So on mine, I'm using Windows today. I'm going to go open up just my command prompt. And I want to point out something right away. So this is an update. If you get a message like this, what you would do, you can go and copy it, then go back over to command prompt, and you can just paste it in, hit enter, and then it will do the update for you. Now you can see it's all updated. Now we're going to paste this one command right here. I know this looks long, but you just need to copy and paste it once. I'll put this command down below in the description so you can just grab it from there. This is going to be to download everything open-webui needs. It will take a few minutes depending on your internet connection, so I'll speed up this part. And that is it. open-webui is installed. Now we're going to go and open a web browser and just go and put this in. Localhost 3000, and you're here. The first time you open it, you'll need to create an account. This is just a local account on your machine. It doesn't go anywhere. It's not going to connect to any service. So we're going to just pick a name, email, password, and you're in. And look at that. Because Ollama is already running on my computer, open-webui found it automatically. You can see Gemma 4 right up here in the model dropdown, ready to go. If you don't see your model, just make sure that Ollama app is running in the background. If you need to start the service, you can just go back to your command prompt and put this, Ollama space serve. This should feel familiar if you've ever used ChatGPT or Claude. You have your chat area in the center here, the model selector over here, and your conversation history in the sidebar. You can rename chats, search through old conversations, and organize things with folders. So let me fire off a quick prompt to see this in action. Let's keep this pretty simple. So we have the same Gemma 4 model we set from part one, the same quality answers, but now this is a much more polished interface. Now, if you've watched part one, you already know you can drag and drop files into the Ollama app, like PDFs, images, and even multiple files at once, like this. And I can ask a question like this. Let's sum up the main points. And it works. But here's the catch. If I go and start a new conversation and just say, what was in that PDF I uploaded earlier? See, it has no idea. Every time you start a new, fresh conversation, you're starting from scratch. Now, if you're just doing a quick one-off question about a single document, that's fine. But what if you have a collection of policy documents or course materials or product guides that you want your AI to always have access to? Re-uploading 5 or 10 files every single time is not practical. Now, that's the problem that open-webui solves. It lets you build what are called knowledge bases. So these are permanent collections of documents that Gemma 4 can access in any conversation at any time without you uploading anything again. Let me show you how this works. We're going to go to Workspace here, and then look across the top, we have Knowledge, and then we're going to go to Add New Knowledge. In this demo, I'm just going to say this is called School Policies, and I'm just going to add, what am I trying to achieve? A collection of school district policy documents, including grading. I'm not going to change any of this here. I'm going to go and create knowledge. Now, I'm going to go ahead and click this content. I'm going to upload files. I have these 3 files right here, PDFs, that I'm going to add. But you can also see how you can add text content, even web page. But you need to be online to be able to do that also. So these documents are processed and stored permanently, uploaded once, and they're there forever or until you decide to remove them. Now, here's how you use it. You start a brand new chat, and notice I'm not uploading anything. In the message box, I can go and do this a couple different ways. I can either hit the More and attach the knowledge, and you're going to see school policies here, or else you can just hit the pound key, and this will give you a shortcut, and you can pick school policies. So now I can go ahead and ask, can a teacher use their personal phone to take photos on a field trip? And it's going to be grounded in the knowledge that I uploaded. So look at that. It pulled information from multiple documents to give me a complete answer. I didn't upload a single file in the conversation. It's pulling from the knowledge base that I built once. And just to prove that we're truly just running on this machine, I'm going to go and turn off my Wi-Fi so I have no connection at all. I'm just going to go to settings and turn this off. And let's keep with the knowledge base again. So let's put our pound key and we'll go back, select school policy. We'll ask a different question this time. What are all the rules around student photos and social media across our policies? And it worked perfectly. Everything, the model, the documents, the knowledge base is all running right here on this computer. Nothing's going to the cloud. Now, let me explain what's happening behind the scenes. When you upload documents to a knowledge base, open-webui breaks them into smaller chunks and indexes them. So when you ask a question, it searches through those chunks, finds the pieces that are relevant, and feeds just those pieces back to Gemma 4. So the model is answering based on your actual documents instead of general training. You don't need to understand how it works to use it. Just upload your files and ask questions. And the privacy angle here is huge. If you work with sensitive documents like student records, legal files, financial data, medical information, this lets you use AI to search, summarize, and analyze without anything ever leaving your computer. This is something that you can't do with ChatGPT or any cloud-based tool. Now, here's another thing open-webui makes easy with Gemma 4, and I used this with Llama last time to show you how Gemma 4 is multimodal, which means it can understand and interpret images, not just text. So I have this image right here, and I'm going to go and just drag it into here, and I'm just going to give it a prompt. What do you see in this image? Describe everything in detail. All right, this is pretty impressive for a model running right here on my computer. It was able to pull the information from this picture right here and just bring out all those details from it. Now, you could use this to extract text from screenshots, analyze charts and graphs, read handwritten notes, describe photos, all kind of practical things. Now, let me show you one of my favorite features, custom personas. And you can create a specialized version of Gemma 4 that are tailored for a specific task and save them so you can use them at any time. This works through something called a system prompt, basically a set of instructions that shapes how the model behaves for every message in a conversation. Now, let me build you one so you can see what I mean. We're going to go to Workspace again, and we're going to stay in Models right here, and we're going to just click New Model. I'm going to go give it a name, select my base model. I'm going to pick Gemma 4 and my system prompt. So you're a professional email assistant. When given a few rough notes or bullet points about what the email should say, it's going to write me a good email. That's pretty much what this is saying. Also notice I could select knowledge. I could upload files. And down below, we have capabilities, default features, bulletin tools. I'm just going to go save and create. Let's go test it out now. I'm going to go up and select my models. Here it is right here. Email writer, And let's give it this right here. Complained to my internet provider, been down 3 times this month, want a credit on my bill. Now, see how different this is? Just from giving it this information, it's giving me this detailed email that I can just simply copy and paste over. It already knows based on how I told it to write it, how to answer it just by switching that model. Now, I can create as many as these as I want. It could be, coding assistant, a quiz generator, meeting note summarizers, whatever you use regularly, build a persona for it. And also, don't forget about the knowledge base, how you can add documents to this as well. open-webui also has features like skills or tools, and these can even make it even more powerful. I'll cover those in the next video. Everything that I was showing you today, I was using the E4B model that I downloaded in the part 1 video. Now, this is the default Gemma 4 model, and it runs well on most computers with 8 to 16 gigs of RAM, but Gemma 4 comes in larger sizes, and if your machine can handle it, the quality difference is notable. The one I would recommend trying is the 26B. This is a mixture of experts model. It has around 26 billion total parameters, but only activates about 4 billion at a time. So it's smarter than the E4B without needing as much power as you'd expect. The download's about 18 gigabytes, and you'll want to have at least 16 gigs of RAM to run it. Now, you can pull it right from inside open-webui without the terminal. The only thing is maybe the Gemma 4s might not be available yet, but I'll show you where this is. If I go to, just click on my name, I'm going to go to the admin panel, and I'm going to go across the top to the settings, and I'm going to take a look at models right here. So you can see I'm using Gemma 4. I did use terminal when I downloaded this last time, and then Olama picked it up. And I can go to manage here, and this is where I can go ahead and enter the model number, and it can do a pull from Olama. The only thing is, if I click on here and I take a look, you won't find Gemma 4 yet on the list here. So maybe that's just not updated yet. So how you could do that is just to go to terminals, whether you're on Mac or you're on your Windows. So if I go ahead and just open up command prompt, and I could go ahead and put this in, just so Olama pull Gemma 4 26B, and then this will pull it, and then everything will be connected through it that way. So it just hasn't been updated yet on the list from Olama. So let's step back and look at what you have now. You have a completely private AI setup running on your computer with a proper ChatGPT style interface, document uploads, searchable knowledge bases, image understanding, and custom AI personas, and all for free with nothing sent to the cloud. I'd love to know in the comments, what documents are you going to upload first? What kind of knowledge base are you going to build? Let me know, and that helps me figure out what to cover for the next video as well. Thanks for watching this time on Teachers Tech. I'll see you next time with more tech tips and tutorials.